Greetings, YouTube. I frequently have people telling me that America has the best healthcare system in the world. This is patently untrue and has been untrue for decades. But there are people who believe that, not based on data or logic, but based on an emotional connection, a belief. So one of the things I also hear is that Canada has horrible healthcare system and it doesn't work in the least. So I'm going to link to an article today that talks about what the actual truth is about the Canadian healthcare system. And I'm just going to throw some ideas out here for you to listen to for a moment. So, in America, 31 cents of every dollar spent on healthcare goes to overhead. CEOs, paperwork, things like that. In Canada, 1% of their 1 cent of every dollar goes to overhead. Uno. 99 cents of every dollar goes to healthcare. Now, in Canada, 10% of their GDP goes to healthcare, and that covers 100% of their population. Whereas in America, 17% of our GDP goes to healthcare, and that only covers 85% of our population. 15% of our population is just left out in the cold. We don't care about them in America, because we're friggin' barbarians. Now, has this started to maybe show you that things aren't as bad in Canada as you think they are? Okay, then you're going to say, well, the tax rates are so much higher. Well, if you actually look at the tax rates, and you average them out, the taxes in Canada are in fact higher for your average Canadian than they are for your average American. By 0.1%. 0.1% higher. And yet, everyone in Canada is covered for health care. Isn't that a marvel? They have lower overhead. They have 100% coverage. They pay less of their GDP to achieve this. And they all do all of this for an increase over Americans of 0.1%. So, go look at the article. It's got some information that I haven't covered in here, things that weren't hard numbers. You might want to be interested in reading it. But we could achieve this. We could have the socialized healthcare system that we need. That would cover every American. And all the Americans would pay into it. And we wouldn't leave anybody out in the cold. And remember, currently, in America, the largest economy there is, the richest nation on the planet, 18,000 Americans a year die in America because they don't have any health care at all. 18,000. We let 18,000 people just die because we care more about profit than people. Like I said, we're barbarians.